Look at the lock on your door. Stop moving. Listen to the absolute silence surrounding you right now. That crushing weight on your chest isn't tiredness, it's primal panic. Your stomach knots because your ancient biology is screaming that you are exiled, vulnerable, and dying. The silence in this room feels less like peace and more like a noose tightening around your throat, forcing you to reach for your phone just to feel a pulse. You think distracting yourself with the digital noise of the herd will fill the void? It is only poisoning the wound. You are terrified of the quiet because you have been trained to be a retainer, a slave who bleeds out the moment he is alone. But Miyamoto Musashi didn't see this empty room as a prison. He saw it as a forge. We are about to use the ancient laws of the Ronin and the way of walking alone to transmute your isolation into lethal focus. It is time to turn your apartment into a dojo. The sound of the lock turning. For most men, this is the heaviest sound in the world. You enter the box, you drop your armor, and then the silence arrives. It rings in your ears. It presses against your chest. You look at the phone, hoping for a signal, a digital lifeline to prove you exist. But the screen is dark. You call this loneliness. You believe it is a defect, a sign that you have failed the social game. You believe that if you were successful, if you were worthy, this room would be full of laughter. But you are mistaken. This silence is not a prison. It is a forge. Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest swordsman to ever walk under the sun, spent his final years in the Regondo, the Spirit Rock Cave. He did not retreat to hide from the world. He retreated to sharpen his soul. Tonight, we stop running from the silence. Tonight, we turn this empty room into your dojo. To understand the cure, we must understand the sickness. Why does the modern man fear the empty room? Because the world has trained you to be a retainer. From the moment you enter the school system until the moment you retire from the company, your value is defined by your proximity to others. You are a part of a team, a part of a family, a part of a machine. When you are removed from the machine, you feel a phantom pain, like a severed limb. You have been taught that solitude is a punishment. In ancient times, exile was a death sentence. To be cast out of the village meant death by cold or tiger. Your biological brain still fears this. When you are alone on a Friday night, your ancient brain screams, "I am vulnerable. I am dying." So you fill the void. You turn on the television. You scroll through the lives of others on Instagram. You drink to numb the quiet. You are terrified of the person waiting for you in the silence. You are terrified of yourself. Blaise Pascal, the French philosopher, wrote, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." You are fighting an invisible war against your own nature. You seek distraction to avoid confrontation. But the warrior knows that the only enemy worth fighting is the one in the mirror. Let us draw the ancient blade. Let us speak of the Ronin. The Ronin is a samurai without a master. He has no salary. He has no social rank. He walks the path alone. To the retainer, the Ronin is a failure. But to the Ronin, the retainer is a slave. Musashi wrote the Doku, the way of walking alone, weeks before his death. He left us 21 laws for the solitary soul. Listen to the second precept. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. And the 12th, do not be guided by the feeling of your home. Musashi understood that comfort is the enemy of clarity. When you are surrounded by people, you are forced to wear a mask. You must smile when you are not happy. You must agree when you disagree. You must perform. This performance drains your kai, but when the door closes, the mask falls. In the West, they call it loneliness. In the East, we have a different word. Kadoku. But there is a deeper state. Ku, the void. The void is not empty. It is pregnant with potential. Just as a cup is useful only because it is empty, your mind is powerful only when it is cleared of other people's voices. Musashi did not survive the cave because he was lucky. He survived because he eliminated the noise until he became the noise itself. How do we turn your apartment from a prison into a dojo? We must perform the kata of solitude. Do not just hang out in your room. That is for children. Occupy the space with intent. First, the digital seppuku. When you enter your sanctuary, you must sever the umbilical cord. For 1 hour every night, the phone must die. As long as that device is active, you are not alone. You are in a crowded room of ghosts. Kill the device. Reclaim your attention. Second, the candle watch. In the modern world, your eyes are always darting, scanning for danger, scanning for content. Practice Zanshin, sustained awareness. Light a flame. Watch it for 10 minutes. If your mind wanders to your boss or your ex-lover, gently bring it back to the flame. Burn the thoughts in the fire. Learn to sit with yourself without fidgeting. If you can control your body in silence, you can control your mind in chaos. Third, the Ronin's log. Loneliness feels heavy because it is stagnant energy. You must transform consumption into creation. Do not watch, create, write, draw, build, plan. Musashi wrote the Book of 5 Rings in a cave. He did not consume content, he produced legacy. When you are alone, you are the king of your domain. Build your kingdom. There is a dark beauty in the solitary man. Society praises the extrovert, the party-goer, the man with 1,000 friends. But look at the tiger. Look at the eagle. The strongest animals hunt alone. The sheep herd together out of fear. The predator walks alone out of confidence. Your solitude is not a defect. It is a sign of your evolution. It means you no longer need the validation of the herd to know who you are. You are learning to source your power from within, rather than begging for it from without. This is Wabi-Sabi, the appreciation of the quiet, the faded, the solitary. You are not broken. You are simply distinct. The next time you turn that key, the next time the silence hits you, do not run. Welcome it. Say to the darkness, I have been expecting you. Sit down, straighten your back, and sharpen your blade. If you are ready to stop being lonely and start being solitary, if you are ready to walk the path of the Ronin, leave the character Doku in the scrolls below. Let this be the seal of your independence,